going on, YouTube faithful? Captain Crush is in the mix, back at it again with an NBA slate 3-game playoff today. Thank God we got 3 games. We got the Denver Nuggets versus the Lakers. We have 2 teams that are in must-win situations. Technically, all 3 teams are in must-win situations, but that Orlando Magic team, they're faking the funk on a nasty dunk if you're an NBA Jam old school guy. But like the thumbnail suggests, this whole video is going to be pleading a case, making the case of why you need to be taking LeBron James something tonight and Anthony Davis. Now, Jamie Jaquez yesterday, 14.5 points, 11 points in the first half, and then goes on to only score 3 in the second and hook. Now, I want to mention that because I want you guys to understand just how surgical these lines have been for the NBA playoffs. Now, everybody knows, I'm not making it a secret, my cord knows, April's been my worst month of all time. Of all time! I got 5 days left to turn it around and make it green, and I'm trying everything that I can do to do it. And tonight, the nuke slip will be made on the live stream in my Discord. $400 crispy dollars to win 4K on a 5-man, and it's going to hit. I'm willing it to hit. And then I'm going to take all the hot dog pairs in 2-mans, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to pair that with right now. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe, smash the like, leave a comment, yada yada. This is gonna be my pair. Now, I paired it the other day with the tacos or whatever, and they sold, or actually it was Durant's Goblin. But on Sunday, I took LeBron James. I like LeBron James tonight, and he is the thumbnail.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
I like his full points. I like his PRA. I like his, where is it at? His fantasy at 50.5. His RA's in the mix. His PR, actually not his PR so much, but his PA, where is it at? Where's his PA? Pause. His P plus A at 34.5. Now, why am I all over LeBron James and will not pause? Why, oh why, Cap? Because it's a must-win game. They're at home. They played nearly flawless in game 2, but they just didn't get it done. Now, here's the reality. Ham's been getting some flack in the media about his deep rotations and everything else. LeBron and AD are going to have to suck it up. You have to play 44 minutes in these playoff games to get the W. This ain't nickel and dime show. This isn't a fly-by-night circus, fella. This is the NBA playoffs. The winner gets a title, buddy. This is legacy. I don't care if you're out of shape, bro. You're making way more money than people will ever see in 5 generations worth of families in their entire lifespan. So I don't care if you're gassed. I don't care if you're out of breath. You stay on that court, you suck it up, and you get the job done. I am not taking any unders on these Lakers today except for one man, which I will talk about. But LeBron James Gobby is my favorite play of all. Now, you could take his points too, but here's the thing with old GOAT James, and make no mistake, he is the GOAT. 20 years of excellence. He's unmatched. I don't care. Fight me. The fact is, it's a 6-point swing here. So it's more likely that he lands on 20 than 26 anyways. Not saying that he won't get 25.5. He most likely will land on 26 if you ask me. That's my personal opinion. But for the hot dog pairs, I will be happy with a 1.9x, which is pretty much 2x. Okay, so if you max it at 25, you get pretty much a double up. Who's going to cry about $2.50? Okay. Now, I know a lot of you people watching, you're like, oh, that's not enough for me. I need more than just 2x. Those are the same people that are crying when they lose $25 during the day, okay? When they're $5 slip chalks. It's the same people because it's just a poverty mindset. It literally goes hand in hand. Oh, I don't want to double up. I need more than that. It's the same people trying to get rich overnight. It's the same people crying about a $25 loss. So you're going to cry when you lose 25, but when you make 25, you're not going to be happy. Like, get it through your little head, dude. You have a poverty mindset. Miss me. Anyone that's crying about getting a double up has no idea how economic principles work, the stock market works, or financial fundamentals work, okay? Because to get 100% return on investment on anything, granted this isn't a full 100%, it's 1.9, so it's roughly 90%, is amazing. Get that through your heads. Tired of having to explain this day in and day out. It's like, my goodness, you guys, what are they teaching in the public school situation these days? What are they teaching? Because they're not teaching what needs to be taught. That's why I'm here, to help you guys out. And I will talk about bankroll management before I close this video out, what I've been telling my cord, but let me talk. So LeBron James, we're targeting his Gabi. That's the favorite play, hands down. And for those of you thinking that Gabis are guaranteed, you couldn't be more wrong. They're not. Just ask Kevin Durant. Just ask Anthony Edwards. Just ask anyone from yesterday who was missing their Gabis. How about my Oklahoma Thunder smashing the Pelicans? But guess what? Guess what? Miami Heat stunned the world. They stunned Captain Crush and they got a W. I said on this video, I wouldn't be surprised if they came out and got the W because anything is possible. But at the same time, I would have bet it all that the Boston was going to end up getting the win if I bet spreads, but I didn't. But Oklahoma Thunder did work, and Oklahoma Thunder's winning that series. But here we are with LeBron James. We're talking about his points. Again, these matchups don't change. The teams are going to make adjustments. So what you want to do is you want to look for, this line is wrong. It's 25.5, not 26.5. You want to look for who did things yesterday or did things in the game before that they shouldn't have and vice versa. I did that yesterday. And besides from the Thunder blowout, it worked out well in the Boston game, except for Jaquez. I should have never been on Jaquez. He cost me 10x, 25x, etc. Brandon Ingram would have covered. I took Brandon Ingram under fantasy, but over points. And if the game wouldn't have been a blowout, he probably cashes his points. But how about J-Val? He cashed his points, but guess what? He didn't cash his rebounds. I was on this video and guaranteed that he wouldn't get 9 offensive rebounds again, and he didn't. He stayed under just like I said he would because teams adjust. So, even with all this matchup data with LeBron James, because that's what we're talking about, you can just throw it out the window because it doesn't matter to me. The fact is, LeBron James is in a must-win game. It's win or go home, and that is why I'm taking him. If you don't agree with that statement, then fade him, but I wouldn't be taking under on him at all. So that's what I have to say about LeBron James. And then Anthony Davis is in the same situation. His Goblin is mint. His full game points at 25.5 is mint. He didn't get involved in the second half enough, but at the same time, Darvin Ham's substitutions, they disrupt the flow of game, and AD got out of his game, and when he does, it's bad. If they would have kept AD cooking, they probably would have won game 2. Remember, it was a flawless game, but they just fell apart in the second half. You cannot give, I told people in my cord were talking about Denver pulling the plug when they were down 18. I'm like, dude, they are not going to pull a team like Denver is not pulling the plug down 18 at home in a playoff game. That just is never a scenario it's just not going to happen because they can cut that lead like no other. That's who they are. So with that in mind, AD and LeBron, both of these guys should be playing 40 to 42 minutes apiece. So I will be all over them like white on rice. And if they sell, they sell. I'm going with it. Now, I've been taking D'Angelo Russell's 3-point attempted all series long. And finally, PrizePicks put it at 9. So you have to think about it. But you know what? I still am going back here because now that they're at home, I think he's going to chuck even more. So I'm going to go ahead and target that as well. That will be 1 to 2 slips max, like always with the lottery props. And for you fantasy score guys out there, if you just want to take LeBron's 50.5 and call it a day, that's fine too because he does have block and steal equity, folks. So I don't mind that one bit. And the guy that I'll be taking less on is, I said I'd be taking less on one Laker. It's Rui Hachimura. Open the hatch, baby, because it's Hachimura. I'm taking less on his points or his fantasy score. He's been playing bad, so technically he's due a big game, but I just don't think it's in the cards tonight. So if we go over here at Outlier, he did play 37 minutes, but he only had 7 shot attempts. He only had 4 shot attempts over here. I don't know what's going on with Rui. His points, they're at 11.5, so I'm probably going to fade taking under on that, but his fantasy score at 21.5 just seems a little bit too high because LeBron and Davis are going to be running this offense like no other, and I think that a guy like Rui is going to be hurt by that, okay? That's my personal opinion. I could be way wrong. He's actually, if you want to take the playoff theory, which what I say, you want to target guys who aren't doing stuff that they normally should be, you could go take his PRA or his points over, even his fantasy, if that's what you think. But I honestly think under fantasy is the move. And in fact, I think over half a turnover is good as well, because for whatever reason, he just hasn't been getting it done. So that's my take on the Lakers. And then as far as the other side of that coin, which is going to be the Nuggets, how about them Denver Nuggets, baby? Forget the Denver Nuggets. How about my Thunder? Nikola Jokic over 27.5 points. I've been taking this all series long. This is the highest it's ever been. So I'm going to actually have to think about this one. But I will see. Let me see. Is Aaron Gordon still at 10 RA? Let's see. Let's look around. I hate how they have propositions up for Friday already. I mean, it just convolutes the board. They need to have separate filter tabs. This is ridiculous. All right. His RA is all the way up at 11. I was hoping it would be 10.5. So I probably won't go there. I know this prop burned everyone last game. This was one of the most popular plays because look, the last 5 kings see it and they're like, oh, it's hitting. Clown show for the last 5 kings. Well, honestly, I don't know where I'm going to go with the Nuggets. I was going to take Joker's points, but I didn't realize it was 27.5. I think I saw this at 49.5 over on Sleeper or something. This is probably where I would end up for Joker. His PRA, that would probably be my run back. I'm not sure yet what Nugget I'm going to target, if any. I'm going to try to keep it to the guys that I know are going to be doing everything possible. Not that the Nuggets won't be, but I like the 2 Lakers, Davis and LeBron, and then Rui under as a dart. And then let's go to the 76ers, the man, the myth, the legend, the MVP, Joel Embiid. Bang! 47.5 points, rebounds, assists. I'm taking it. If he sells, bang! He sells because I'm taking it. I don't care. Do I wish it was at 46.5 PRA? Absolutely. Do I wish his points was at 30.5 instead of 32? Absolutely. But the fact of the matter is this: they're coming home, baby, like Mark Henry. Mama, I'm coming home. They need to win this game. If they lose this game, their season's over. So I fully 110% expect Joel Embiid to come out there tonight and do what only Joel Embiid can do, and that is a master class, and I'm needed like air. So either one of these are fine. If you want to tease it and get his points on sleeper, chalkboard, or parlay play, that would be the ultimate play. The optimal play, I should say. His 11 rebounds is also in the mix. Personally, I'm not going there, but these are the 2 that I would be taking. It's must win. And then the other stud from that team is Tyrese Maxey. Now, I don't know what personally I'm going to do here. I kind of want to just take his fantasy score or his 26.5 points. I will say this, his RA, where is it at? His RA. This is a little bit too high. He went way over last game, but look at the game before. 6, 9, 6, 5. This is textbook outlier game or outlier, whatever you want to say. So I would tend to lean under on his R plus A, over on his 20.5 field goals attempted, and then just over on his points because he's going to play 45 minutes, dude. 45 minutes. So those are the 2. And then if you wanted a dart from Philly, it would probably be Aubrey Jr.'s rebounds at 4.5. Did they take it off? Yeah, it was 4.5 on here. They took it off. So now that's out of the mix. Lowry is in the mix at his blocks and steals. This is in the mix for Lowry. He's going to be playing tough defense. He's been playing a lot of minutes. They're at home. And then even his RA, where is it? They took it off. His RA was 6.5. I think that's fine too. He would have cashed his points last game for you guys. He did cash his PRA for me, but he missed a couple free throws. But if I was going to take Kyle Lowry, it'd be his blocks and steals. You can get his RA over on chalkboard and sleeper. But however, I'm most likely just going to stick to the studs, Maxey and Embiid, and call it a day. So Davis, LeBron, Maxey, Embiid. Then I would need one more. I can slide in one of the hot dogs and split my exposure, $12.50 on one hot dog with the LeBron pair and then $12.50 on a 5-man. Do whatever floats your boat, baby. We got 5 days to turn the ship around and get some April action. One thing that I wanted to call out from the Orlando Magic, yes, they have a must-win game. They have to win. Moritz Wagner, I've been taking him and he's been cashing. Now, here's the thing. His line opened at 10.5 on Underdog. Then they moved it to 10, and PrizePicks is stand firm and has it at 9.5. 9.5? No, 9.5. Now, I have him projected for 9.3 or something like that, so it's going to be close. But I will say this, at home, he doesn't play big minutes, but he can get 10 points. And if he does get a little bit more minutes, then he's probably going to cash it. So this would be a dart. I'm definitely not putting him in any type of nuclear slip, but it's worth mentioning for those if you need some type of exposure. And then Franz Wagner at 19.5 points. This is just low. His shot has not been falling, but eventually he's going to soar over 20 points, man. I'm telling you right now, just just as sure as water is wet, Franz Wagner is due to get 20 points. Whether you take it or not, that's up to you. Projection model has it exactly for around 20, but they are going to be at home and they are in a must-win game, so that would probably be the only Orlando Magic person that I target. In fact, I'm kind of digging less, and I did take this under Paolo 40.5 fantasy. He just has been a complete the lights are too bright situation for him, and for that reason, I will just continue to take less on him. But I will say this, he can blow up and he can go off tonight because he is going to be at home and his back's against the wall. He's probably going to play 42 plus minutes, so it's going to be a sweat, make no mistake about it. If you don't want to take this, maybe you could just take over on his turnovers. Now, from the other side of that coin, we should technically be playing Garland since he got deflated everything since he sold so bad last game. My goodness, he sold. He had 2 quick fouls, and then he just went ghost. 24.5 PRA for Garland is as low as it's going to get. 15.5 points, 6 assists. I mean, these are just low numbers. I don't know if I'm going to target Garland at all. If I do, it'll be one slip. Definitely not in my nuke slip. But actually, I will make one get back slip, which is a bounce back for each candidate in the slip. And I'll talk about that on the live stream today at 5. And that's a perfect segue. If you do want to get in my live stream, you go to CaptainCrush.net, gold package, bang, buy now. I have a discount 50% off for the first month for new users until the end of the week. So that means it ends on Saturday, so get in for Flex Friday. Promo code Florida, all caps. Dub Club did this for me, $12.49 for your first month. You get access to all my projection sheets for NBA and MLB, and my MLB projections have been absolute money. You'll also get access into my Discord general chat, my live streams. I fixed them, baby. Let's go. I fixed the live streams, so now we're happening. I had one yesterday for about 3 hours. I cook second half sometimes. Yesterday, my second half for the Boston was 5 of 6. We could have had a massive W. I had Bam right, Tatum right, Jaylen Brown right, Porzingis right. I had it all right, man. Jalen Williams cashed, Trey Murphy cashed. I did give Trey Murphy under 8.5. It wasn't that bad of a day, guys. Like, I mean, it meant if you start making multiple slips 10 or more and you make 5-mans for every time, it's going to be a bad day. But I've been killing it in the MLB projection. Spartan's been cashing MLB like every day. If you guys aren't tailing Spartan under the roll member slips, you're crazy. Spartan's killing the MLB. So get in the mix while you can because the discount's going away soon. And I will have my live stream today around 5:15 for the Cord Faithful, where the nuke will be built. And as always, the 2-man live call out. So we'll have to wait on Garland right there, but we'll wait and see, baby. So I covered that. I'm going to cover the Knicks real quick. But one thing, you could also take a shot on Michael Porter Jr. under 7.5 rebounds. I just realized this line was at 7.5, and this is too high. It should be 7, folks, and I won't be surprised if it moves to 7 by the time this video hits YouTube. I know he got 9 and 8 and whatever else. I don't care. It's too high. Okay, so that's a dart you could take. You could take that, and let me see. If you wanted to take unders, here you go. Let me cook a 2-man under for you. Bang! There you go. 2 scrub-a-dubs. Michael Porter Jr., man, he's bearing the shame of his family. I feel so bad for him. But give me the under, man. We're talking about ball here. All right, so clear that out. We talked about the studs from each team. I'm keeping it ABC today, boys. And girls, there's a few of you. Lays just made the YouTube. My goodness, what a world. I don't even know how. It just came out of my mouth. Is there any lottery props? Dunks? Well, AD's dunks are always in the mix. 3 points attempted. I talked about Russell. I got a pizza waiting on me, so I got to close this thing out. What else was I going to talk about? I'm doing this live like always. Oh, the New York Knicks. Absolutely. So everyone and their mama is going to be on Josh Hart. Why? Because, Cappy's been crushing. How about that second half ghost mode, though? It happens. These guys, these lines are surgical. So if you see someone get like 25 PRA in the first half and then his line for the second half is like 17, take the under because he's going to land here more often than not. Yesterday, I taught people how to cook second half slips and it blew their mind. I proved my point. It went 5 of 6. That is a benefit of being in the Discord. It's not just about plays, man. I'm there to teach you guys fundamentals on how to do this, on how to become a winner long term and lift you out of poverty, man. Just giving you a winning play here and there isn't going to do that. You got to learn how to do this the way I had to learn how to play golf, and I'm still learning how to play golf. It's just an everyday learning thing that you just got to do, guys. That's life. So Josh Hart, the benefit of Mr. Hart is he's going to play around 45 to 48 minutes. He plays the whole game. So that is the only reason I won't tell you to take under on him. But if you wanted to take a shot on Josh Hart, you could. I don't really know which one I'm going to go to be honest, if any. His lines are inflated now. I think you could have got value the first 2 games, but now the books have caught on to it. So I don't think personally I'm going to go there, but I will always, like always, have exposure to Jalen Brunson. You already know the deal. I'm kind of like less on his fantasy score because now they're on the road, but I do still will have exposure to 11.5 RA. I'm a sucker for this. I just take it every time. If it sells, it sells. It's not going in the nuke. At least I don't think it is. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't really know, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm kind of torn on what to do with his points because he just hasn't been shooting well. And for everyone saying, oh, that's because he's getting locked up. No, watch the game. He's been getting good looks. His shot just hasn't been falling. Eventually, he's going to get 35 points. I just don't know if it's going to be on the road. So yeah, that's my take on the Knicks. I'm not high on the Knicks. Remember, I'm just keeping it a buck. So pretty much Davis, LeBron, Embiid, Maxey, and then Franz Wagner. That could be the 5-man. I'm not sure. I'm going to be in the lab a little bit longer. Just wanted to get this video out there. Now, before I close, I'm going to say something. Always odds shop. You can use DG Fantasy. Promo code CRUSH. Get 25% off. Make sure you check this out so you can kind of anticipate where the bumps are going to be. Hey, there's Jalen Brunson showing under 44.5. Maxey as well. There's no shot I'm taking under on Maxey. Embiid's going over. That's good. But I teach you guys and cover how to use this in my live streams as well as my Discord, and you can compare to my projection sheets. If you do sign up with them and use my code, send me an email. You'll get a 30-day free trial. I'm caught up on all that, so check your emails. I am a man of my word. I did my job. Sign up with Chalkboard, Parlay Play, or any of those, and you will also get a 30-day free trial. But it also supports your boys, so do that because I'm partners with all them. It makes me look good. Now, before I close, I've been telling people this in my court. I know April's been a bad month. This is what you guys need to do. You need to come up with your monthly figure, whatever it is, how much you can afford to lose and not be affected financially from it. No one likes to lose money, but it's disposable income. So instead of going to a movie and buying popcorn and a drink for whatever, once every weekend, you bet on sports or however it is you budget it. I'm not here to budget your finances, but what I am telling you, let's just say for argument's sake, the number's 300, meaning you can afford to lose $300 a month and it's not going to hurt you financially, meaning it's not going to cause you to be late on your bills. You're not going to be in trouble with your spouse or your husband, whatever, your wife, and you can still live life normally unabated and unaffected. If that number's 300, you divide it by 30. There's usually 30 to 31 days. That would mean your daily unit size is $10. That means you can only bet $10 a day, which means if I was in that situation, my unit would be 5, which means I can bet 2 slips on PrizePicks a day. Or if you use Chalkboard or Sleeper, they let you bet $1. And I know people are like, oh, I don't want to do $1. It's not worth it. The people saying that are the same people that are not able to afford $300 a month. Do you understand? You're not there yet. And there's no shame in it. You're just not there yet. You can't scoff at betting $1 when you can't afford to lose $300 a month. You feel me? I'm keeping it real here, guys. Like, you have to pay the price and pay the dues. You have to grind through it. Build the bankroll. You can't just play $50 to $100 slips because you see screenshots on social media and everyone else doing it and hitting. You're like, well, why not me? That's how you go broke. Worry about yourself. Do what works for you. You don't know, other people may be doing that, but they may be in thousands of credit card debt. I know all these companies are doing pay in 4s now. People are probably, I can't imagine how much debt and misery people are getting themselves into with those pay in 4 things now that I see everywhere at checkout. It's unbelievable. Yes, it's a tool. It's a nice tool for when you want something and you're in a bind. Yeah, I get that. But if you're using that for gambling, bro, it's not going to end well. So I'm just trying to get you guys to be smart. And these are the type of things I reiterate and go over in my Discord on a personal level every single day. So again, if you're new here, hit the like, leave a comment, smash the subscribe, do all that, reverse the order, whatever. I can't talk. I got pizza on my brain. Good luck in all your contests. Here's the salute. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, but wait! We got Flex Friday coming up tomorrow. Let's go. Let's crush.